Your common Senate President of Federal Republic of Nigeria. My very distinguished colleagues, I will make specific contribution to this bill ably brought by our Senate leader, and we must thank him for taking in this direction. As a matter of fact, the national anthem says, "Arise, O compatriots." Who are the compatriots? That word, compatriots, is elusive. Mr. Senate President, I take indulgence of your leave to cite Lord Denny in the case of Seaford Estate against Asher. Our laws are not instruments of mathematical prescription. If it were to be so, our literature in English would have been poorer. Words are elusive. They serve no purpose. So if you say, "Arise, O compatriots," what about the non-compatriots? Are they not part of Nigeria? But if you look at the old item, it says, "Nigeria will hail thee." It talks to the mind of Nigeria. It starts with elevating Nigeria in its value. And a country, national item, must talk to its values. So, Mr. Senate President, I lend my golden voice.
Point of order, you will continue.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, leader.
It's about value creation. Nigeria already, we have converging complexities around many issues. The old national item talked about brotherliness. And this is very important. If I do know you are my brother, you know I will take care of you. I will be there for you in difficult time. I will hold haste for you. And I will ensure that we live in peace and harmony. And to summarize this, the new one is saying, "Arise, O compatriots." What about non-compatriots? Can't we convert them to become compatriots? And that's why I said this language is elusive. And it's not good for any reason. The Nigeria will hail thee. Talk to the mind of Nigeria. Talk to our taxonomy, that we are hailing this country, that this country belongs to us, that we hold this country in faith and in hailness to agree in agreement. That 3-4 languages, words, they mean a lot. They are completely at variance with "Arise, O compatriots." So I take offense, and that's why I cited Lord Denny, that our language is not an instrument of mathematical prescription where 1 + 1 is 2. Words are elusive. We must try as a nation, as a Senate, to rise above elusiveness of language. So this new national item is not solving any problem. And lastly, if we are to go empirical to data, my colleagues have said it here. Let's conduct data and find out how many secondary schools children can recite our current national item of head. You will see that we are far behind. So I think the only way is to help our nation to grow is not to add to the complexity converging around our national development and our historical value. One of my colleagues talked about native. We cannot lose our trajectory value. We come from somewhere. I'm from Igbotako. I'm an Ikale man. I should be proud of it anywhere I go. I must come from somewhere. And lastly, Mr. Senate President, until 1914, like I said in my lectures, this country have no name. There's no name called Nigeria until 1914. But this country was in existence, dated 1400, where people who are doing mental issues in Idari and ditto all other part of the Confederation. So I want to say very clearly, there was peace as at that time. There was unity of purpose. But since 1914, when we come by the name Nigeria, those values of yesterday cannot be said to be repugnant to the doctrine that we practice today. I urge you, Mr. Senate President, my very distinguished colleagues, to conduct public hearing as rightly suggested. Let's hear the view of other Nigerians, and let's move this country forward in a way that the classical approach to modern development of yesterday cannot be completely eluded, and it cannot be said to be repugnant to the doctrine of natural justice and equity. If we get the national item right, we get Nigeria right. If we fail to do so, I'm sorry, we are adding to the complexity that converge around us. Thank you, Mr. President.
Yes.